Bloom Festival around this time of year? Paimon has lots of good memories from the last one. The sweet scent of flowers on the breeze, the sweet smell of tasty snacks on the breeze, the feeling of the breeze on your face? The only downside was the lack of commissions. But Paimon's sure that was just a one-time thing. There's gotta be someone who needs our help,
See
right?
that he stays safe.
Let's go see how things are this year.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Vex here, and we're back to Genshin Impact. This is going... As you most likely saw, we got Wind Bloom Festival, which the last one was literally a year or so ago. Nah. Okay. Yeah, we also get a crown on the inside, bunch of primos, all the good stuff. Tools, Battles of Breeze, interaction platform, special event. I think this is a web event. Yeah, it's a web event. Okay. Alright then. I've already done the commissions. Honestly, this is what I've been doing between episodes. Alright, yeah, level 50. Level 50? Yeah, level 50. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't have this 100% if you weren't to level 50. Okay. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'll have to do some technical, you know, some improvements to me actually having my microphone muted, so it's actually on an easy key. Aside from like when I do something like this, it keeps saying that. That's because that's one of the binds. So yeah, I'll be right back. Oh, almost talked to myself there. Yeah, I'm back. It's on a new bind now. It's much easier. It's actually very close to the escape button. It's actually the tilde key. So it's very convenient for me to actually mute myself. Right. Let me just see what I have here. I gotta do spiral base at one point, huh? Right. One thing I did is I pulled once again, but it was on the standard banner, so I don't have to pull on these again, because to be completely honest, I only wanted Bennett, but risking it just for Bennett just doesn't seem ideal. So I just went like, you know what? God damn it. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna pull. Let's see what happens. And I just get Shincho, the one person I was saving for. As you probably saw in the last episode. Yeah.
Work is simple,
Okay.
which is exactly why I took the position.
Okay. Let's actually go back to Faruzan, because we gotta deal with Faruzan. So let's do this quick one in here. I think it is at any time to decide. I gotta go back to Party's DI, because this is the one that basically tells us, yeah, let's not talk about Tamimi. So yeah, we'll see about it.
You're back!
How was your journey?
There you go. This time we keep Tamimi a secret.
So Madame Faruzan has some other things to settle. Alright. And to think that Raid was doing all of those things on the sly. It's good that you all got out of that situation in one piece.
Madame Faruzan will be able to repair Carcado when she gets back, won't she?
Oh, good thing I reacted. Currently, only Faruzan and I know about Tamimi. I should let Faruzan decide whether to tell the others about Tamimi. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back now. I just got a phone call and yeah. Okay, let's wait one day. As usual, just go for the midday, because why not?
I'm back. What? Is there to be no welcoming party? Madam Faruzan, we're over here. That's more like it. Now, here are some components I brought back from the desert. Switch these out with the ones Karkata is using right now, and it'll be back in ship shape.
So this is a relic of an ancient civilization? Unbelievable. Thankfully, it didn't end up in Raid's unscrupulous hands.
Unscrupulous, huh? Sounds like you already told them what happened.
I mean, I told him about Raid.
Is that so? Thank you. We will talk about everything else later. It's nothing. I've already given all the evidence we have against Raid to the Academia. They're going to be very busy. Too busy to bother us, I'd wager. I'll start repairing Karkata then. Kale, can you help me out? Of course!
Ah, yeah. Talk to Faruzan. Where's Faruzan at? Oh, she's outside. Well, let's go talk to her.
Ah, you're here. Thank you for keeping Tamimi a secret.
You don't plan on telling them?
If I tell them about Tamimi, will they still feel happy for Karkata? Even if we could convince them to accept the components, they'll probably still feel bad about it. I don't want my past to affect people in the present. That applies to both me and other people.
You don't have to shoulder this all alone.
It's fine. I'm used to this. I once believed that I'd never hear from my old friends and family ever again. Even their faces are getting hazier in my memories. However, I could remember them clearly again after reading the letter Tamimi handed to me and learning that they'd never given up on me. That's more than enough. I'd be disappointing them if I let myself fall into a slump because of this. Neither my teacher nor my mother would have wanted to see me like that. Besides, you're lending a listening ear to me now, aren't you? Oh, Pardees GI looks pretty scenic at night. Will you take a stroll with me?
It would be my pleasure. That sounded wrong. It would be my It would be my pleasure.
Once Karkata's condition stabilizes, I'll find a chance to tell Tainari and Kale about all that. But for now, just help me keep the secret.
Got it.
Thank you. Whether it's 100 years ago or now, I have people who worry about me. I suppose I should consider myself quite fortunate. The only time when I felt otherwise was when I had just returned to Sumeru. No one came to check up on me then.
Welcome home, Faruzan.
Yeah, I'm home.
It's basically like telling Vietnam War veterans welcome back.
Wait.
It's just so heartwarming. Okay, so that was the alternative way to do it. Now, I think that is complete. Yeah, that is complete. So all that remains is this, and I think this is the collaboration. So yeah, I think we might get ourselves another long one. Maybe it shouldn't be long. It shouldn't, because I want to do the event as well.
What now? She seems so busy. Master said there's no rush, but I know that he's been busy working on some. I feel for Madame Faruzan, but if I get her in yeah, that would. But I'm sure he'll say, huh? Oh, so if I also stay and help, okay then. We're back, Madame Faruzan. The traveler said that.
Oh, why I couldn't ask for more. In fact, I'm rather curious about
Not
the
trouble.
Is that so? Good. It does so happen that I do have something I need help with now. Should I apply to teach a course?
Let's hear what this Kasharawa collaborative project is about.
I don't know if Tainari's told you about this before, but while my research involves learning about ruins and the mechanisms within them, I don't belong to Kasharawar, which specializes in researching mechanisms, nor am I in Spontamod, which specializes in researching energy flow. Instead, I'm part of Haravatat, which specializes in languages and scripts.
He only said you're a very senior researcher in the field of mechanisms.
She has been invited to Kasharawar multiple times to continue her research, but she's rejected them each time.
Just listen to how they introduce themselves. In the future, Kasharawar will be the only Darshan with the ability to research mechanisms. There's no such thing as exclusivity in knowledge. Besides, the current Kasharawar is more concerned about how mechanisms can be used in everyday life, while my research involves textual analysis of ruins. If they're trying to use the collaborative project as an excuse to have me reconsider again...
No, that's not it. The request this time is from Akara Crafts. The representative of Kasharawar recommended you to them, Madame Faruzan. In truth, she told me that it's because she respects you a lot.
Oh, respect? Oh, my. Putting aside my ideological differences with Kasharawar, I suppose I must acknowledge this attitude of theirs. At the very least, they're bounds above those decrepit Haravatat fools.
It would hurt to hear them out.
Yeah, Akara Crafts is a pretty nice shop.
Well, since both of you feel as such, I shall first hear this proposal.
In summary, Akara Crafts wants to design a series of early learning toys that will cultivate curiosity and learning in children.
Early learning toys. Interesting.
Is this gonna be the thing about, like, you know, fitting different shapes into the, well, like triangle, square, circle holes? Basically a kid trying to fit a cube into a square, to a triangle shaped hole. I hope that's what it is.
The academia agreed to work with them because they hope that these toys can help children become excellent researchers in the future.
True. The current academia is in need of some new blood. If the children start learning now, perhaps I can find some talented students in a few years.
Madame Faruzan, you still haven't found any students?
Anise, Kasharawar's representative, should be staying in the inn at Port Ormos. If you want more details, you can find her there.
Port Ormos? Now there's a place I haven't been to in a long time. I wonder how much it's changed.
I probably can't join you since Port Ormos is a little far from here. I should probably go back and report to Master, and then review today's homework.
No worries. Go do your homework, Kale. Once I'm done with everything here, I'll head over to Pardistii.
I'll take you there.
Thank you. Why, I'd even call this a rare chance for a curious researcher like myself to observe the legendary traveler up close.
There you go. And I think we started the... Let me go check real quick. Okay, no, it's in progress. Yeah, this is the route. Okay, this is the route. Now I gotta go to Port Ormuz. All right.
Madame Faruzan! Oh, it's really you. Did you change your mind?
All right, calm down. Let me be clear. I'm still not all that interested in Kasharawar. I'm just here to see how the project is going. After all, you're here as representatives of the academia in this collaboration. The reputation of all research is at stake here, so I will not simply stand by should mistakes get made.
Either way, it's good that you were willing to come. Now, we've given Akara Crafts many ideas over the past couple of days. However, their owner thinks that our designs are too complicated, which will drive production costs too far up.
That's expected. Students who have never had to deal with budgetary constraints probably don't understand how important it is to keep costs low. How enviable. Oh,
By any chance, has it been very difficult for you to get funding for your research?
If you join the Kasharawar, your budget will be as big as you want it to be. I guarantee it.
That's enough. I will not repeat myself. Take me to Akara Crafts owner first, if you please.
All right. He's usually at the slope up ahead recruiting volunteers to test out his toys. Let's just head over.
Oh, he's downstairs. Okay. Ah, you've got to be kidding me.
Mamdu, the one I recommended is here.
Oh, so you're, Madame Faruzan?
Yes, that's me.
Ah, wonderful. We haven't been able to make any progress on our collaboration recently. We've made many suggestions, but Miss Anis thought that those ideas were too simple and wouldn't be effective in training the mind.
These early learning toys are meant to help the academia train future researchers, after all. If they're too simple, then how are they any different from regular toys?
But if they're too complicated, not only will they be expensive to produce considering our production capabilities, but they won't have much broad appeal to Sumeru's children either.
So the design can't be too complicated, but it can't be too easy to play with either.
I remember that in your notes, many contraptions have managed to fulfill complex functions despite using simple parts. Maybe we can do something similar with these early learning toys.
The contraptions in my notes? I didn't create those. I simply took the contraptions in the ruins apart and analyzed them. But now that you mention it, the ruins did have things like that. Do you have a pen, paper, and scissors? I'll make a paper prototype.
You have an idea already? I suppose I should have expected as much of a respected academia senior researcher. We do have those. Yes, please, help yourself. Oh, you're done already?
Oh no! Oh. I don't remember what this is called, but I just know. I just know this is a puzzle. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's literally a puzzle. I think we're about to find out anyways.
Let me explain. These 3 thick lines represent 3 poles. These paper strips of varying lengths represent rings of different sizes. They can be slotted onto the poles and stacked up like a tower.
Well, that is easier to make than I expected. So, how is this game played?
That's very simple as well. You just need to shift the tower from this pole to another pole.
Isn't this a little too simple? Even by the standards of an early learning toy, I mean.
Of course, when moving each ring, the paper strips in this case, you must follow one rule. You can only move one ring at a time, and you can't place a bigger ring on top of a smaller one. It's like building a tower. The rings in the 3 poles must be stacked from big to small. I named this toy Pagoda Stack.
Yeah, the real thing isn't called like that, but yeah. It's some sort of a puzzle name I just can't seem to remember. I'll have to search it up.
Pagoda stack.
That sounds way too simple. Even I feel like it's missing something.
Give it a try and you'll find out if it's simple or not. I heard from Anis that you find volunteers to try out the toys, right? Why don't we do the same for this game?
It's such a simple toy. There's no need to...
Mamdu, let's just do as she says.
Oh, I just found out. It's called Tower of Hanoi. Tower of Hanoi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought I heard it from somewhere, but I know where I heard it from. I know where it was actually in. It was the last time I actually saw this was from someone playing Star Wars: The Knights of the Old Republic 1, where Tower of Hanoi actually came in. That's like the last time I actually heard about it. Yeah, okay, Tower of Hanoi. That's the actual puzzle name, not Pagoda Stack. I mean, yeah. Well, let's see what this has in store now.
Okay, then.
And that's how you play this game. You can all give it a try. Let's see who's able to move the tower to another pole in the smallest number of steps.
You called everyone here for such a simple toy?
It doesn't look like it'll take that many steps.
Come on, we all promised to help Mr. Mamdu test out the new toys. He said he'd give us new Genius Invocation TCG cards.
So they were lured in by the promise of new cards.
Ugh, fine. Let's get this over and done with so we can head back and play cards.
Done! It took me 19 steps.
Huh? It took me over 20 steps.
I only needed 18 steps.
Not bad. Looks like you're all familiar with the rules now. Then let's increase the difficulty. The next tower will be 5 layers tall. Now then, give it a shot.
Yep. Straight up Towers of Hanoi.
Wait, there's more?
Well, since we're already here, why don't we just give it a try?
An extra layer shouldn't make it that much harder, right?
What's going on? I've already moved over 30 steps, but I'm still not done yet.
I'm almost done. Looks like I'm the faster one this time.
Done! It took me 35 steps.
What? How?
This pagoda stack toy is pretty fun to play with.
Good. We'll try it one final time. This time, we'll add 2 more layers, making 7 layers in total.
Oh, now it's a full-on Towers of Hanoi now. First it was like this. No, it was... I think it was like this, then just 1 extra layer, and then there you go. 7.
Mamdu, we've still got quite a few paper strips here. Why don't you give this a go as well?
Do you need that many steps for something this simple? Let me try.
Madam Faruzan, allow me to try it as well.
You were looking at it quite seriously just now. Are you starting to understand the principles involved?
I think so.
If you want to test out your hypothesis, you'll just have to play and find out.
Got it.
We don't have enough paper strips left for you, Traveler. However, by the looks of things, you seem to have the game figured out.
Just about.
Why don't you guess what the lowest number of steps needed to solve a 7-layer pagoda stack is?
Honestly, by an average of 127 steps.
Oh, color me impressed. You figured it out so quickly. Let's see how well they do then.
If I move this small ring, then the big one won't be able to go on top of it. Oh, this is going to take more steps than I expected.
I've lost count of how many steps I've taken. Can I restart?
This got a lot harder.
I solved it! Madam Faruzan, it takes 127 steps in total.
Damn!
That many? But there are only 7 layers.
For every extra layer in the pagoda stack, the move order you need to consider becomes much more complex, and the number of steps required will at least double.
More accurately, it will require double the steps, plus 1 each time. You did well. You didn't underestimate the principles behind it just because it's an early learning toy. The complexity of any given contraption isn't determined by the number of parts it has. The way the parts interact and the rules behind how it operates are important too.
Oh, I see. No wonder you emphasized in your notes that no contraption should ever be underestimated.
I see. So even a simple toy can become complex with the right set of rules.
That's right. The rules used for Pagoda Stack are the simplest kind when it comes to ancient contraption-making techniques.
Yeah, that's basically the same principle of a good game. It seems simple, but once you actually play it, it might actually be difficult to play it. that what makes it a good game.
I could spend some time picking out all those machines that do something similar and write you a reference book. Once that happens, you can give the volunteers the reference book and paper prototypes and find out which toy is the most popular.
Do you have any other toys?
Yeah, when can we play with them?
In about 2 days or so, I think. Anise, if you're free, can you help me with the illustrations for the reference book?
Of course! I'd be honored.
2 days should be enough for us to find more volunteers. Then we can organize a huge conference here, at which we can announce which toy we'll be making.
Should I come back in 2 days then?
You'd be most welcome. We need more people to get a healthy range of opinions. The more, the merrier.
Thank you for coming here with me today. I'll walk back with you.
Yeah, I love this. I really love the implications of Towers of Hanoi. So
I'll
it's
be
not
going then.
boring.
Say hi to Tainari and Kale for me if you can. Once everything here is settled, I'll make my way over to Pardis DI as quickly as I can.
Oh yeah, about Anise.
Anise? We haven't had much time to get to know each other, but she seems like a good kid. She's able to calmly figure out the basic principles behind something without being influenced by others. I'll do my best to teach her over the next few days. Still, how much she learns will really depend on her.
Why didn't you take her on as your student?
Well, her interest lies in the application of mechanisms. I do have some old knowledge to share, but if we think about the future, it's easier for her to learn the things she's interested in if she stays in Kasharawar. My research into mechanisms is, in a sense, a side effect of my research into ancient texts. If she becomes my student to learn how to make modern contraptions, it wouldn't benefit either of us in the long run.
I see. I hadn't considered that.
However, if she develops an interest in deciphering ancient texts over these next 2 days, that would change things. If I successfully poach a student, those young punks at Haravatat will have one less reason to cut my budget. Perhaps if this collaborative project goes smoothly, I can even ignore Haravatat and ask for a higher budget directly from the academia.
About the collaborative project, do you have any ideas?
Oh, I could come up with lots of ideas. With Anise's help, 2 days will be enough for our work. However, I'm still undecided as to the style of the reference book's text and illustrations.
How about you try to keep it simple and fun?
You're right. If no one understands the reference book, it doesn't matter how detailed it is. It's better to make it simpler and fun so that children will be interested in the subject. It'll also make it easier for me to recruit students in the long run. Thank you. I'll take your opinion into account. See you in 2 days.
Now I really got a time skip. Okay, let's see here. Oh. Okay then. Yeah, we won't be waiting for a long ass time. Okay, we are back. Shut up, I'll hate him. Sorry, I hate him. I just didn't want you to talk. Yes, we're back.
Oh, you're here. We're just starting to set up the venue.
We've called up everyone we possibly could have. This is going to be quite the event.
My masterpiece is going to be exhibited after all. Let's see what the Academia shall say about it this time. And if we activate this little mechanism just like that, a Sumeru rose will appear at the top of the cane.
Oh, I see.
I thought it came out of thin air! It's amazing!
If the mechanism was bigger, you could make a rabbit appear, right?
Then you can't use a cane. Could you switch it out with a hat or something?
You're applying what you learned creatively.
Magic.
Not bad. Let's look at the next page. If you fold an origami bird like this, it'll fly further and more stably.
Whoa. You can make a mechanism using just a piece of paper?
The principles at play are even more important than the parts that make up a mechanism.
These are pretty cool. I'm tempted to try them out.
I'm not that interested in toys, but if they'll be beneficial for children's development...
Everyone, we have paper prototypes and craft materials that you can use to make your own toys. Come try them out.
This is such a well-prepared event. I'll give it a go.
But we want to play too!
It's fine. We have a lot of paper prototypes and craft materials. All feedback is also welcomed.
Oh, my origami bird flew further this time.
Professor Faruzan, how can I make mine fly further?
Ahem. Just madam will do. Maybe in the future, you may indeed get the chance to call me Professor. You may wish to pay attention to these few details. Here, for example. All right. Try it again.
Wow! It really did fly farther!
Madam Faruzan, will we learn origami at the Academia?
Of course you will. If you become a researcher, you can explore any field you like to your heart's content.
Okay, now here's an idea. The way forward for the academia they could do is actually have schools for children. Schools, you know, elementary, middle, high school, and the academia that is right now could be just be a university, so everybody actually has some form of literacy. Now that is something that they could actually do for the future, but then again, they're not that literate by the looks of it, but that's one way to do it. I just hope they do.
In the future, if you want, you can even become one of my students.
But Mom and Dad said that there are 6 Darshans in the Academia. Wait, was it 7? Which Darshan teaches about mechanisms in origami?
Well, in this case, it wouldn't be Haravatat.
I know. We need to choose Kasharawar.
Huh?
I want to attend Kasharawar in the future and fold even better origami birds.
I want to make even more awesome mechanisms!
Actually, the other Darshans do have their own specialties too. For example, Haravatat specializes in... Pay attention, children. Children?
Looks like these early learning tours are a success. However, looks like recruiting students might be an issue.
How did this happen?
Darshan we don't like, does that mean that we won't get to learn about the things we do like?
No, that won't happen. Take me, for example. I'm a researcher from Haravatat, but I research mechanisms. See? The only person able to restrict your curiosity as a researcher is you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not really.
Huh. It's all right. You still have a long road ahead of you. Now, do you want to learn about some other machines? Let me tell you a story about pressure-based mechanisms and elemental monuments.
Ah, the gardener and the nursery. Now that is cute. Right. So that was it. And now we gotta get. This is the other one. This is potential students. Oh wow, really? Oh, did I just...
I'll be going then. Say hi. You want to ask what? Putting aside the fact, after all, no matter what corner of the unknown they... Because I believe wholeheartedly in that principle. Even if the others call my research useless, in the end, useful. And when I first started to... That's why there's no... Still, perhaps if this collaborative project goes smoothly... Oh, I can come up with lots of ideas.
This time we try to be accurate and detailed.
You're right. Explanations are a core part of... By using detailed and accurate illustration... Thank you. I'll take your opinion into account.
Yeah, that was kind of rushed. Should have waited, but at the same time, like... Okay, we're back. Let's see what happens.
Oh, you're here.
We've called up everyone we...
My masterpiece is going to be exhibited after all. To sum up, the 24 forms of pressure-based puzzle mechanisms were used in various ruins. All right, let's go to the next page. Now, I'll explain the base layer design of elemental monuments.
I feel like I'm in a class.
Are we done yet? Oh, I'm falling asleep.
I don't understand any of it at all.
Are these really toys?
They sound a bit too dangerous to buy for children.
Oh.
Well, we've prepared paper prototypes for everyone. If you're interested in the mechanisms Madame Faruzan's talked about, you're more than welcome to try them out.
Oh, this is no fun. Can I try another toy?
I want to go home and play Genius Invocation TCG.
Yeah, this is pretty much expected since they're children after all.
Forget it. I don't think anyone would be interested.
I should go home and take care of my children.
How did this happen? Forget about getting opinions from others. No one even wanted to stay and try them out.
Yeah, this is basically the only time you failed the Hangout. Yep.
I'm sorry. I think we...
No, you simply gave suggestions. I was the one who decided to follow through. Anise, too, was only following my instructions. I will find a way to make up for this error. Please, give me some time. I'll write another reference book.
Excuse me, but are you the one who wrote this reference book?
Yes. Who are you?
Ah, you're that Man Mountain who was in the crowd just now.
Man Mountain.
Do I stand out that much? Well, I guess I don't look like someone who'd have anything to do with toys. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kamal, the branch master of Sumeru's Adventurers Guild.
What's the branch master doing here? Were you looking for us, or did something happen?
I came to Port Ormos to visit some old friends. On the way over, I saw the booklet you were handing out, so I came to take a look. Can you print a few more copies of this booklet and sell them to the Adventurers Guild? Also, could you make full-fledged models of those paper prototypes and sell them to us as well?
What does the Adventurers Guild want with these toys?
You may see them as toys, but to adventurers who need to deal with all sorts of machines and contraptions within ancient ruins, this booklet is a true treasure. We have many members who can't read, so books are of little use to them. What they know of handling mechanisms has been learned solely through word of mouth. Even if the academia granted public access to all their books, there are people who can't use them.
Yeah, like I actually said previously, the level of literacy right now is pretty low. Not many people know to read or write. They only know how to talk it. Otherwise, they might be as good as a hilicho.
And our booklet is practically all pictures.
Well, it is designed for children.
It might be a bit too difficult for children, but it's perfect for adventurers. Also, those paper strips, you called them paper prototypes? If you can make wooden versions for demonstration purposes, even the most illiterate person would be able to follow along and understand. If we can supply a model set for each branch, and if each adventurer carries a booklet with them, then ruin exploration will become much safer.
You really think so? I mean, yes. I always knew it. Knowledge will always be needed, one way or another.
I feel like Faruzan is just in a way, like Fischl. Nothing like Fischl, you know, the whole Chinubio thing, but it's basically the oh, you think so? Yes, I always knew it. You know, that kind of personality. It just clicks.
Making models of contraptions for the Adventurers Guild? To be honest, that sounds like a good avenue to explore to me.
Would that be an issue with the academia?
We'll probably have to send in a separate application, but it shouldn't be an issue. After all, this concerns safety during the exploration of ruins. It's a problem that the academia is actually trying to address as well.
Then let's cut to the chase and discuss the details of our first order. The amount we're offering to pay in advance is this much.
Look at Faruzan. She is delighted. Ah, that's adorable. Even her excitement is apparent. She was fainting. Oh, that's good. Yep, that was it. That was the hangout. That was indeed the hangout. Those were all 5 endings. Admonition. Yep, those were all. To be completely honest, this was the shorter one. This one and this one, these 2 branches, those were long. Jesus. But good thing the part 1 was basically like this. Okay. I might have to leave this off, because this was ultimately part 2 of the Faruzan Hangout. But right after this episode that's about to end, I'll start another one, and this one will be about the event and essentially anything else after that. So thank you guys and gals for watching. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below whatever what you felt like about this episode, what improvements, what you didn't like about this episode. If there's anything I should improve on, just let me know. Alright, this was Victor here, signing out. Have a good one. See ya.